Here today we're showing off the Minot Builders Supply pre-finished branch. This facility is extremely highly automated. At this facility we paint and stain all interior and exterior doors and molding for the company. The reason we started this is customers were asking for pre-finished product. Number one, because the market dictated it and our competition was starting to do it. We needed to keep this in-house, and the reason we needed to do that is because we wanted to control the quality of product that we were trying to deliver to our customers, and by outsourcing it we couldn't do that. So about 2 years ago we purchased the building we're in today, and started from there. And Dale and Tom, they started investigating the process of how we needed to paint and stain doors properly that we could deliver a quality product. This is a pre-finished, what we call the pre-finished paint and stain branch, where we bring the parts and pieces to all the doors in, whether it be interior or exterior, and we finish them, paint or stain them, and then we reassemble them and ship them to our customers. The problem this solves for our customers is that they have a one-stop shop for getting this millwork material. And some of our customers were even outsourcing the pre-finish, and they were having problems with that. Who damaged this? Who did that? Now it's all right here. So our customer orders their doors and trim. We paint and stain it. We sell them the product and the pre-finish all in one package. We've had different crews from all over the world, from Italy, Germany, China, all over the United States, just to put all of this facility together and get it all working together. The first part of it is the shipping and receiving. And in this section, we have 2 loading docks. One dock is designated just for Billings, Bismarck, and Minot. And then the other dock is for local, and then we do all the shipping and receiving from manufacturers come to that dock. Station 2 is the Grunder, and that's from Germany. The Grunder is an automated robotic door storage system. It literally is powered by artificial intelligence. And it took a crew 3 weeks to assemble that. The challenges that you have in tight spaces of storing doors is you put the doors in a rack. You have a forklift. Each person gets on a forklift, picks up a pallet of doors, sets it in the rack. You can only go so high, and you can only put so many doors in there. And we experienced this at the other branch. You have a lot of people involved, and the more people you have involved, the more damage that occurs, the more things don't come out the right way. So with the Grunder, what we've done is in a small spot, we've been able to stack 4,500 doors, slabs, 4,500 slabs and bifolds in the Grunder. So now we can get more inventory in a smaller space, and it's more accurate. So what happens is we take pallets of doors and put them into the loading area. And we tell the computer what type of door it is and how many there are. From there you hit the button that says go, and it just picks one door up at a time, and it goes and puts it away inside there. We don't know where it goes. We don't care where it goes. It remembers everything. So then when we need a door for a job, we tell it what type of door we need and how many we need. It just goes and gets it for us. The Grunder also rotates doors. So if we have some older doors in there and then we put a new unit in, it knows to go to pull the older doors first before the new doors. So we're always rotating inventory. And then over time, once we get some more history with the machine, it'll take the inventory that we don't sell much of and move it to the back. And the products that we sell a lot of, it moves it up towards the front, so it's faster for the machine to pull doors for us. So once we tell the Grunder which orders we want, it picks the type of door and the quantity we need, and it takes it to the exit rollers. From the exit rollers is where it comes out, and we do a little bit of hand sanding there. We inspect all the doors. This is basically our first quality control station where we inspect these doors. After we inspect the door, do a little bit of sanding, it goes to the Northfield machine, which is where we bore and mortise the jambs and door slab together. And around the machining station, the Norfield machine, is tilt tables, and that's to eliminate human handling of the doors. It eliminates employee fatigue, damaging of the doors. So we use tilt tables that tilt those doors up to us. We run it through the Norfield machine, and then the door goes onto another tilt table which lays it flat. And from there it goes on a bunch of rollers, and on those rollers we can stage 8 doors. And that's really important for the process of the PreFinished machine. We get 8 doors ahead, and then we can start running the PreFinished machine, which is the next station. The reason the 8 doors ahead is important because everything is timed. We don't want to just run a couple doors through and let it go. Everything's timed. So we line up 8 doors, and then we start running the doors through the sander. That's the first station of the PreFinished machine. All the doors are measured for thickness because not all doors are the same. And this machine is so precise on the sanding, we have to measure the thickness. It's mostly set for 220 grit sandpaper. On some species it does change. And we punch in what species of door we're running, and it flips the sander inside and goes to a different grit. We also do a lot of hand sanding before it hits the sander, mostly because we need to get in the cracks and the grooves of the doors. Every profile is different, and this sander's only hitting the styling rails, the face of the door. So we do hand sanding in the panels, in the corners, and again, that's another place to verify the quality of the door before we run through there. So once it comes out of the sander, it goes to another open conveyor belt. And this is another spot again that we can look at the product, make sure everything got sanded, and look for defects in the door again at this station. From there it goes into the sisal sander. And this really isn't a sander, it's more like a cleaning brush that goes back and forth on the door. And it takes all the dust, all the debris, and sucks it into our dust collection system. That's what the sisal sander does. The next station is the Magnum sprayer. This is probably the most important part of this machine. We could have bought other sprayers, and this PreFinished has other sprayers they could have sold us. This is the best one that they make, and that's the reason we bought it. It has a high capacity production going through here. The sprayer can do 100 doors a day. The Magnum sprayer has independent double reciprocating heads, so they move back and forth. Inside the sprayer there's sensors. It senses when a door is coming in. It senses how big the door is. It senses how thick the door is. There's spray heads in there that are set at different angles, so we can spray all 6 sides of the door, all the edges. The top and the bottom are all sealed. These heads move back and forth, and some of our competition, they have ones that go in a circular motion and they spray. The problem with those is there's a little bit of overlap when they have those. With the sensors in ours, it moves back and forth and hits all the corners, especially in a panel door. With the Magnum sprayer, it also has a belt cleaning station on it. So when that belt comes out of the machine, it's covered in the stain. The belt goes underneath. There's a bunch of squeegees, a little bit of water, a little bit of Simple Green, and it cleans that belt. And underneath is also dryers, and it dries that belt. So when that belt comes up and picks up another door, there's no cross-contamination of paint and stain. Okay, so after the doors come out of the Magnum sprayer, again there's another set of rollers where we can visually inspect the spray on the doors. So next the doors go into the drying system. There's 4 dryers: the cross transfer, the laminar dryer, and the air blade dryer. And the last one is the UV dryer. They all get consistently hotter. Since the PreFinished machine is in a big U, the cross transfer moves the doors over to the next run. The cross transfer can hold up to 16-foot molding. The cross transfer is at 98 degrees. The next dryer is a laminar dryer, it's 103. The next dryer is an air blade dryer at 113. The fourth one is the UV dryer. It cures the stain. When a door comes out of the UV dryer, it's completely cured, dried, and set up. We can grab that door and go hang it. If these doors were stained by hand, we would have to put them in racks and let them sit and dry. With this process, when that door comes out of it, it is ready to go. The reason we have all of these heaters and dryers is because this isn't just not a normal stain. This is a heat-activated stain. You can't go on the shelf and buy a Minwax or a Valspar and run through this machine. It's specifically designed to go through the superficie. The next station is the assembly and wrapping area, and that's after the door comes out of the superficie, out of the UV light. We've made special tables down there. We've experimented for a year on heights and the design of the table. Right now our tables will rotate, raise, and the reason we did this is we want to eliminate as much human handling of the pre-finished product as we can. So all our guys have to do is take that pre-finished door, set it on the table, and they can lower that door slab into the jambs. On the shrink wrapper, we can do up to a 6-foot wide door with no brick mold. We can also shrink wrap all of our molding, so if we have bundles of molding, we can run them through there shrink wrapped up to 16 foot. The benefit to the customer with the shrink wrapper is, again, less human handling of the door. The way we package our doors is they're foam wrapped, cardboard edge wrapped, and then we shrink wrap it. All the sides are covered. When we assemble the interior doors, we actually put feet on the bottom of it to tie the slab and the jamb together. We tie it all together so that door will make it to the job site for our customers to handle also. The next station is the paint booth. It's an 18-foot wide open air paint booth, and we went with a longer one so we can get more doors in there. We can do more than one door at a time. In this station is where we do all the exterior doors and any interior doors that are special color. With the design of this paint booth, none of our guys have to wear masks. They have to wear a respirator. All of that overspray is being pulled back into the filters to filter out the air. This facility does not smell like paint. There's no VOCs. The other advantage to this paint booth is we can lay the doors in there flat or at an angle. They're not standing up. So if you were to stand a door up and down and paint, you don't get an even spray on it. The top is going to be heavier than the bottom. By laying these doors flat and the lighting in the paint booth, we can get an even spray throughout the whole door. The last thing is the dust collection. The dust collection, 30-foot tall tower. It pulls all our dust and debris out of the facility. It's hooked to all of our equipment. With that, we have the air exchanger. We have to heat that air. It has a 3 million BTU heater. Out of this facility, what we can provide our customers is a high quality, consistent finish that can be duplicated over and over again, that can be delivered to the dealers, and they can feel comfortable that that product is going to their customers in the same quality as it left here.